Delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it, because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets with vegan and gluten-free options available. Convenience and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com, so whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli with locations at Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, Poplar and Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Jason's Deli. It's wholesome food and no surprises.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studios, we are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis.
It's time for Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Now let's have some fun. Here is your host, Johnny Radio.
Yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's a Thirsty Thursday. Or the beginning of your 48-hour Friday. Oh, wait, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm ready for the weekend. I'm ready. I'm looking forward to a little weekend action, having a little bit of fun, and just continuing to get ready for the Midsummer Classic. Now, we're going to talk a little baseball because we got action starting up here pretty soon. You know, a lot of day baseball going on. I'm going back to the well. I got smoked yesterday. That was not a good day. I'm very, very sorry if anybody followed that over in the Dodgers game. That was a terrible affair of baseball, and the Dodgers lost their 6th straight. Jackson Cheerios, you got a runner at third with 1 out, and they just pitched to him. Like, why don't you put a man on first? Take a chance for a double play. Pull the first baseman, third baseman. Hell, I don't know. Load the bases. Do what you put a man on first, and you got the dude at third. Yeah, maybe he tries to steal. Pitch around. I don't know. Like, there's just something that you can do. Then just groove it right over the plate with your infield in. Easy score. Dodgers lost 6 straight. Freddie Freeman's been batting under the Mendoza line for the last 32 games. Not hitting the fastball, but I have a feeling he'll be all right. Mookie Betts hadn't been quite mookie all season long. Shohei hitting his home runs, but still for him, somewhat pedestrian. And when those three aren't just cooking and you got more starts from more mid-range pitchers than anybody else, well, that's kind of going to happen. But the Dodgers, they didn't have any pitching last year. Still won that junt. We'll see how things go. We're going to talk a little bit of baseball. We're also going to talk some hoops. And we're going to talk Big 12 Media Days. And are people out there now, like, have you been paying attention to Big 12 Media Days? Is that something that everybody's all up in these days like they used to be? I know that media days are, for the SEC, buck wild. But going through yesterday and kind of recapping all the Big 12 media days, and you got Deion Sanders out there, you got Texas Tech billionaires paying players left and right. I don't know. Big 12 might not be as bad as I thought initially. And I think I might be dead gummit. The game already started as I'm trying to put in my bet. Ladies and gentlemen, first inning, Mets-Orioles were going over. It's now jumped to 10.5 from 9.5. First and second, no outs. Everybody log into your machine and let's start gambling. Because dead gummit. I thought the first pitch was at 11:10. It's like 11:08. I'm trying to put my bet in. They already got 2 on. What are we doing here, people? He was listed in the sheet. Like, it's all right. You know, life's unfair. And it's also a young man's world. So get your money in, and if you can't tell, I'm stalling because I am placing my bets. Now let's do it. We need scoring like a billionaire in a brothel. And the reason I'm going over, not only is it like, it's just that time of the year. If you haven't noticed, if you look at the games, they're absolutely lunacy. Did you see the Angels-Rangers score 20 runs last night? I mean, dude, if you had over 9.5, I think you had it in the 4th inning. Like, that one felt good. It's the only thing that kept me going. Kept me alive. But dadgummit, now let's see if this thing will take. All right. There is. Oh, it's gone to over 11.5. Damn you, John. It's all right. That is life. But we got it in, and now I feel better. All right. Now, do y'all know that we talk with Isaac Simpson every single Thursday at 11:30?
You better believe it.
And usually we talk with Evie Van Pelt, but my poor girl is under the weather.
She is.
She's got a stomach virus. My heart goes out to her because that is not fun.
No bueno.
Nothing is worse than man-child and man flu. Do you know what I mean by that? You're not a man quite yet. I mean, you're a man, but you know what I'm saying. You can go to jail.
I was
you can
about
go
to
to
say,
war.
man, I'm a man.
You're a full-grown, like, dude. You're big. But,
Thank you.
after you get a little bit older, like, when you're young, a young man, and you get sick and you whine and you cry, like, your girl takes care of you.
After one vomit, I'm fine.
Ooh, I can't see. There's no just one with me. I got a weak stomach because it turns into a disaster.
So I'm a young man, and you're an old man.
Yeah, but man flu and man child is not sexy to women. Like,
No, I don't
once they've
think
been
so.
with you and you're whining and rolling in bed and sick, they just leave you alone instead of help you. They ain't bringing no Sprite. They ain't doing nothing for you. But we're going to talk with Ed Murphy. You know the Ed Murphy Classic is right around the corner. My boy Ed Murphy's been doing things around this city all summer long. If you did not know, the Ed Murphy Classic is getting ready to kickstart this bad boy. In fact, it goes tomorrow, I believe. No, it's tomorrow. It's Friday, Saturday. Ed Murphy Classic. You can watch the bad boy on the YouTube. You can go watch it because it's here in Memphis. And I believe my man Ed Murphy is getting ready to join us. Do we got Ed?
He just called in.
Ed Murphy's already in the house. I'm also blessed because, we got somebody named Mr. Paul Doyle.
Paul is with us as well.
President and founder of the American Track League and one of the top agents in the world of track and field. So you know what he knows? A lot of fast dudes. You better get your money up front because you ain't going to catch them.
I Show Speed is pretty fast.
Is that stupid YouTuber guy?
Yeah. Who raced Noah Lyles and lost by like half a second.
Yeah, he is fast.
He's a very speedy
And
guy.
and Giannis wouldn't race him. I saw that. Giannis. Like that guy. He's like a one. Like come on,
Racing
man.
speed?
Like Milwaukee Buck.
Oh, yeah.
He was on I Am Speed, and he was like, "Hell no, I ain't racing." He said, if I was able to do nothing but work on my speed for 3 straight years, maybe I could come close.
I know the race between Noah Lyles and Tyreek Hill fell out.
Well, I mean, Hill would get smoked. I hate to say it, like, I don't know if you know.
I mean, he's pretty fast. But
I mean, he's fast. He's
maybe
football
not Lyles
fast. No, bro, this is the fastest people in the world. The
True
world. And plus, man, I got to bring in my buddy Ed Murphy.
There he
Not
is.
Eddie Murphy. Not, hey, Eddie. Not like.
I'm a doggy, Shrek.
Good job. Not a bad one
You're
right
welcome.
there. Not
I
like.
want half.
What's up, Ed?
How you doing, man?
Man.
Good to see you guys. Appreciate you having us on.
Man, it's good to be heard, be seen, and I'm glad to have you on because one, first and foremost, how is everything this summer with all the things that you've done with the kids?
You know, it's amazing. We're growing leaps and bounds. We started the Murphy Track Club, we're all a nonprofit, but we started 3 years ago with 4 coaches in one location, inner city area, and this year we're up to 3 locations, and we've hired 12 coaches. We went from like 40 kids to over 300 kids in our program for the summer. We've actually got 28 kids right now in Oxford, Alabama, that qualified for the USATF regionals. And so our coaches are down there with them. We got 5 coaches down there with them right now, and they're repping the Murphy Track Club in Memphis, Tennessee.
Well, lots still going on in Memphis, Tennessee, because you have a huge event. This thing has grown globally. It's one of the biggest races in the United States. Tell me about the Ed Murphy Classic.
You know, we're really excited, Johnny, and it's a great question. This is year 9 of the Ed Murphy Classic, and it started. Year 1 was just a race to honor my dad, and some athletes wanted an opportunity to run more in America than having to go over to Europe, and Paul can share more about that. But we just continued. You know what? We rolled up our sleeves, went to work, saw an opportunity that met this guy Paul Doyle, who's a mentor to me, along with a number of people, and year 9, and we've grown to one of the top track meets in the United States and really one of the top track meets in the world. Majority of your meets are over in Europe. You know, we finished 5th in the United States and 25th in the world a couple of years ago, but last year we fell off a little bit to 42nd because of the Paris Olympics, but this is our biggest and best year. We've been not only endorsed but sponsored by the USATF, which is the USA Track and Field, this governing body of all tracks. So they're here. They're sponsoring quite a bit of our event, and we're just really tickled to death to be providing this for the Memphis community and our kids, and looking forward to growing this thing as we get closer to the 2028 Olympics.
Now, explain to me. So, I know you have practice schedules. I know you have all kinds of things coming up. How can I watch this race other than YouTube?
So you can come live. That would be amazing. So Friday night, we're going to be on Beale Street. Last year, there was 21,000 people all over Beale. We start tomorrow night. 6 o'clock is the women. And then when that's done, we've got the men. And we've got a Murphy Mile where we have some pros coming in to run around the cobblestones of downtown Memphis, start and finish right there on Beale. There's also a community race. If you got somebody that wants to come run a mile race around historic downtown, you sign up. We've already sign-up sheets out there. You can come down, get you a free beer, and you get some T-shirts with every entry. But we're just growing this thing, Johnny. We're really excited about it. But Saturday night, we've got Sydney McLaughlin among 68 other Olympians. We have 450 athletes competing, and it's going to be a show. Sydney McLaughlin, for people that out there that don't know, she owns the world record in the 400-meter hurdles, and Paul can elaborate this on a little bit more, but she's coming to Memphis because she wants to break the world record in the 400 meters, and she ran last weekend in the Prefontaine Classic, and she won the race, but she wasn't happy with the performance, so reached out to us. We've been working with her, been trying to get her for a number of years, but she wants to run here. I think partly because of her schedule. It's timing for her. It's 2.5 weeks before the USA Championships, which are out in Eugene, Oregon again. But she's coming here because she wants to break a world record.
Steve Prefontaine, is that the name?
Yes, sir.
How do I know that?
Well, I'll let Paul, but tell you what, Paul, he let him
right
chime
here,
in,
my
he's
man,
Paul. He's one of the, yeah.
How's it going, guys?
Man, I'm doing I'm absolutely
I'm chomping
blessed.
at the bit to get to jump in here.
Man, jump on in whenever you're ready. Let's go.
Yeah, no. Steve Prefontaine, he's a bit of a legend in the sport. He actually died 50 years ago in the prime of his career. He died in a car accident, but his legend has lived on. And the biggest meet in America is the Prefontaine Classic, and they just had their 50th anniversary. So we're catching up to them. I feel the Ed Murphy Classic is now the number 2 meet in America. It's been getting a lot bigger every year. The fact that Sydney McLaughlin is reaching out to us to come to the event speaks volumes. She's arguably the greatest athlete in the world on the female side, and one of the greatest athletes of all time. World record holder in the 400 hurdles. Put it this way, when she started running the 400 hurdles, the world record was 52.5 seconds, and she's brought it down to 50.3. To put that in perspective, it'd be like someone scoring 150 points in an NBA basketball game, beating Wilt Chamberlain's record there. But no, she's just put things out of touch brought things to a new level.
She's trying to come here and take it to the next level and break the world record.
Yep. I mean, the goal first is the American record. If she can get that, the world record is a pretty big one, and I hate to say it, but it was from a 1980s era when a little bit of extra stuff was going on. but but that
Balco.
record,
before
even
Balco.
prior to that, it was prior to Balco, it was
the Soviets.
Arguably the dirtiest record on the books, but Sydney is definitely making moves towards that. She's run the time is 47:60. She's run that in relay splits. Just hasn't done it in an open competition yet. But 48:64, I believe, is the American record held by Sonia Richards-Ross, and who was a legend herself. But Sydney's looking to take that down Saturday night.
Man, Saturday night is going down. Don't forget, Friday night is going down on Beale Street. I got to ask you, Paul, how did you get in the world of track and field? This is kind of a unique and niche sport to be an agent.
It is. It's funny. I've been having a lot of conversations. We're speaking with potential investors and about the American Track League and getting real money behind it and trying to push this sport up. There was a French journalist one time that referred to track and field as the biggest little sport in the world, and it makes sense. I mean, Sydney McLaughlin is a global star, but it hasn't really taken off in America. Right? There's the sport in Europe is massive. Even the sport in Asia is pretty big, and of course in America, I think with athletes like Sydney and Gabby Thomas and Noah Lyles, like things are building for the sport, but we still haven't hit that higher level yet. I feel like we're on the cusp of being, touching the bottom parts of the four major sports. And I feel like in this information age and the media age that we can get there, but athletes like Sydney McLaughlin coming out, that's a big deal. Like there are fans of this sport or people that do the sport that it would be a lifetime goal for them to see Sydney McLaughlin live. I mean, when you watch her run,
and she'll be here Saturday in Memphis, Tennessee.
She'll be here Saturday. Not just her, Quincy Wilson, the Olympic gold medalist that was a teenager last year in Paris at age 16.
What?
He's coming out. He's running against the men's 400-meter champ, Stephen Gardner from the Bahamas. So we've got, Olympic gold medalists at every level. We're doing a really cool new event that's close to my heart. I was a decathlete myself, which meant I did all the events back when I competed. I just was terrible at it, but I loved it. But we've got the best decathletes in the world coming out, and they're doing a 3-event challenge. So we've got the Olympic champ, we have the world champ, we have the NCAA champ, we have the U.S. champ. All those guys are coming out. Even one is a homegrown Memphis native. Eddie Murphy can talk about him, Harrison Williams. But I think it would be an amazing experience people remember for the rest of their lives to come out and see these athletes run in person. Sure, you can watch it on YouTube and all that, but coming on out at University of Memphis and seeing this live, it will be something you never forget.
Now, Ed, I did want to also ask, as he said, come out here, see this bad boy live. Tickets, parking. Do you know, can you give me a little of the ins and out for our audience who's like, whoa, I didn't even know this was going on. I'm grabbing my kids. We doing this Saturday. Or we going down to Beale Friday night, baby?
Yeah, absolutely. Go to edmurphyclassic.com. Tickets are $10, y'all. So that's a gift, and it's a wonderful thing. We are a nonprofit, but we need
$10.
Look, $10.
I can't get a Happy Meal for $10.
Now, look, there is a VIP area too. If all the food and drinks and you want to get involved in is $100.
Oh yeah,
and I think that's a steal too for all the young kids out there that are the appropriate age. But it'll be wonderful. But Johnny, you've been so great to us over the years to provide us an opportunity to talk up what we're doing. And Harrison Williams, we had him on the radio with you a couple months ago when Harrison went to MUS, broke the state record, school record, state record. Went to Stanford, All-American,
and a super nice guy.
Olympics. Absolutely. And he came to Memphis to put on a combined clinics with a couple other Olympians for our inner city kids. And we got him on the radio with you and shared his story. And he's an amazing guy. He wants to give back. That's what we find here, Johnny. And Paul's talking about it. A lot of these pro athletes that are American want to give back. And so we bring in Olympians. We probably brought in 14 Olympians over the last few years just to put on camps for inner city kids to be around these athletes and learn from them and really learn how they do things and how they made great decisions in their life. And, there's a lot, when you're working out on that track and it's 95 degrees, there's a lot of character building, a lot of good things that yes, sir, no, sir, mentorship. It's great what we're doing for our kids. And, every city needs it, and including Memphis. And we're just happy to be a part of it. But look, this year it's really stepped up. And Saturday night, edmurphyclassic.com. Come down, come see some of these beautiful athletes run. It's amazing.
And plus, moms and dads, I ain't telling you how to raise your kids or nothing. But I'll just give you a little advice since I got, 4 grandkids, 2 daughters, and they turned out pretty damn good. Laziness is a disease. Get them out, get them young, get them involved in something, find their passion, because sitting inside in the AC playing video games, it just ain't going to get you anywhere. Except for I did have some kid call me the other day and be like, yo, I made $1 million playing Halo. And I was like, well, damn, you an outlier. But Paul,
Yep, absolutely.
But Paul, Eddie, this is a big event. I really appreciate y'all's time. A couple other questions, though, before I say goodbye, because I got to pay a few bills and I got another guest. Paul, I did want to ask you, though, do you think that we're on the precipice of basically like everything kind of taking off? Watching how the WNBA has increased its viewership by 133%. Seems like the best of the best of the best. Everybody wants to watch. The NFL is king, and everybody wants to aspire to that. But now college football is getting paid. It's more professional style. The College World Series and college baseball is on the jump. MLB, believe it or not, as hard as they make it to watch a damn game, their viewership is up. So is this like is track and field, do you feel like the next thing that's, especially with the games in L.A., is it about
that's it. It is. We're in a really unique time, and I got to tell a story about this fall when I was meeting with Bobby Kersey, who's the most legendary coach in track and field. He's coached a medalist at every one of the last 18 Olympic Games. He's incredible, and he was telling me the story about when he went to Super Bowl I, and he walked up to the gate and bought a ticket, and he said the stadium was 40% full at the Super Bowl I, right? And I feel like track and field is at that stage. It's not going to be built in a day. This Ed Murphy Classic has been 9 years going, and every year we're getting bigger and bigger and getting more and more people out. But the sport in general, as a whole, I think with the Olympics, we had the most successful Olympics we've ever had as a U.S. team in Paris, and then here we are 4 years later, we're going to be in L.A. for home Olympics. Absolutely, this is the opportunity, this is the time for the sport to explode. And I think there's a lot of unique characters in the sport that are doing good things, and this Ed Murphy Classic is just one big part of that in pushing the sport and promoting it. And hopefully we have a boom just like the WNBA did. I'm surprised it's only up 113%. I thought it was probably 300%. So,
actually,
but no, I feel like we're about to hit that
last
too.
year and this year's viewership. So if you go back 2 years, I have no idea how big the jump is because I actually saw this this morning. I mean, 2 years ago they were talking about shrinking. Now they're having cities that want to expand. Huge difference in just a short time. So, Paul, I hope you. Thanks for bringing attention to everything. Good luck, everything. I know you're going to be tearing it up, and in 2028. It's going to be balling. You're going to be making bank. Don't forget the little people, all right?
Sounds great to me. Thank you so much, Tony.
Hey, Ed, do me a favor, Ed.
Yes, sir.
Have fun on Beale Street. Again, thank you for everything you're putting on. Saturday is going to be awesome. It's only $10 to get a ticket. Go to edmurphyclassic.com. Is that correct, to get your tickets?
That is it. And also, real quick, we have a youth meet in the morning, too. So if you've got a kid that has not gone into ninth grade yet, you can sign up for the kids to come run on the same track that all these Olympians are going to be running on that morning.
And y'all are running over there at the University of Memphis, right?
Absolutely. South Campus.
South Campus is going down. Eddie, thank you, Paul. Be blessed. We'll do it again soon.
I appreciate you. Thanks so much.
Gentlemen, they like world track people, man. Like that Sydney McLaughlin, I checked her out, smoking fast. Like, damn, bro.
It's impressive.
Like, damn. I was sitting here going, man. I caught myself because you know how when I start focusing in on something, I completely tune everything else out.
It's very true.
So superpower, bro. I call it granddad power. Because when they're calling your name, hey, granddad, you just want to block it out and focus on the game that you're watching. Makes everything a little easier in life. Isaac Simpson makes my life easier.
He makes everybody's life easier.
He's going to tell me what's going on with the Grizz. Because I ain't lying. I ain't been paying attention to Summer League.
We are 1-2, I think. But we're playing well.
Yay!
GG's playing pretty good,
No,
too.
he is, and we need him to play well.
When it counts.
Jalen Wells played well.
But that's expected.
Yeah, of course it is.
He's a player.
Yeah, he's one of the starting five. He's a baller. But Isaac Simpson's been a baller. He's also very opinionated, and he's going to give you his opinions on the other side. So don't touch the dial. It is a Tito's 48-hour Friday. Let's roll. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Everything today is technologically based. Well, except maybe you. If you're struggling with tech, no matter what kind, call Tech for You. Tech for You for TVs, home theaters, cameras, smart locks, digital storage, and more. Tech for You makes it simple and affordable. Call 697-9695. Make your home safe, comfortable, and up to date with Tech for You. Stop struggling with tech. Call 697-9695. Veteran-owned and operated Tech for You. Technology simplified.
The very last thing anyone wants is to burden their family after passing. That's why having a trust or a will is essential. It ensures your loved ones, your spouse, children, or anyone you care about clearly understand your wishes and don't have to deal with confusion, drama, or legal hassles while grieving. Without a will, your assets could be distributed in ways you never intended. People you care about could be left out completely. Also, probate can be a long, complicated, expensive process. And it's avoidable if you have a simple trust in place. A trust or a will sets a clear plan for how you want your estate handled. They're simple, affordable, give you peace of mind. I have a simple revocable trust, and knowing my family won't have to go through probate brings real comfort. Trustandwill.com. They make it easy. They're the leaders in creating personalized trusts and wills to protect your legacy and loved ones. Do the right thing. Protect your family. Visit trustandwill.com today for total peace of mind.
It's time for SEC Media Days. Join Brent Wordsworthy as he broadcasts live from the College Football Hall of Fame in Atlanta, Monday through Thursday, previewing the upcoming SEC football season and bringing you interviews with players, coaches, and SEC leaders. Tune in to Sports Time with Stats and Brian Dacus from 3 to 6, and also hear from Stats throughout the day for SEC Media Days coverage. Brought to you by First National Bank and Trust, Jason's Deli, Gould Salon and Spa, Jim's Place Grill, and East Memphis Ace Hardware.
Air. We breathe it naturally. Simple, right? Not so fast. The air you breathe could be hazardous to your health. Don't guess. Be sure with a phone call to the Memphis Mold Inspector, the only licensed mold assessor in the Mid-South. Call the Memphis Mold Inspector to check the air quality inside your home or office. Call 901-292-7788 for clean air and peace of mind. 901-292-7788 or visit memphismoldinspector.com.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Hey, that's the spirit. Right now, we're celebrating free with a free STP oil filter when you buy 5 quarts of oil and free Duralast brake pads when you buy 2 rotors. Like always, free battery testing, charging, and recycling at every store. Celebrate free at AutoZone, now through July 28th. Restrictions apply.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 happy hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. I got my man Isaac Simpson up in the house. Isaac, what it do?
Man, what's going on, John? I'm good. How are you?
Man, I'm blessed, bro. I can't complain, you know. I got 31 days left of freedom, something like that. Hanging in there, bro. One day at a time, is that what they say?
Yeah, I mean, that's what they say, man.
That's what they say.
It's where it's at, man. If you find that one, man, you got to go ahead and lock it down.
Yeah, I know. I know. Also, because, I don't know if there's really that many people actually would put up with a full-grown man-child at this point in their life. The fact that she has no children helps. She always wanted one. Now she's got a man-child. Good luck, dear. Raising us is difficult. Now, Isaac, man, it's so difficult for me. I got to be real, man. The summer is here. I'm a baseball guy. I'm all up in the baseball now. You know, I'm locked and loaded. Plus, I'm also a football guy, so I'm watching Big 12 media days. I'm reading my Athlon, my Lindy's. I'm an old school guy. I got my Phil Steele, and that is not like a Steely Dan, ladies. He's a football guy, writes a book.
Yeah.
Been doing it a long time. So, that's kind of my focus. So, all the Grizz stuff, to be honest with you, I ain't gonna lie, I don't really know what the hell's going on. Help me out.
Yeah, man. Summer League Grizzlies participated in. Utah Summer League went 1-2. Probably should have been 2-1. Crazy final shot by Gigi Jackson where he leapt in from the 3-point line and hit the shot at the buzzer. They called it a 2, man. It was clearly his foot was behind the line. I don't know what they looked at on a replay, but I think those refs just wanted to get out of there, man. They don't want overtime in the Summer League because it was clearly a 3. But the Grizzlies lose that game by 1, and then third game they kind of lost. They lost that one by 1 as well, but they didn't really play anybody in that final game. So they are to Vegas. They start in Vegas with the real deal tomorrow night. They take on the Celtics. Actually, it's daytime basketball, 3 p.m. Against the Celtics on NBA TV tomorrow, starting out the Vegas slate. So, yeah, man, I think just Summer League, I mean, not a lot. Cedric Howard, actually, he's on the roster, but I don't think he's going to end up playing. He's still rehabbing that shoulder. They're kind of sitting there playing it by ear. I don't think we end up seeing him, and I wouldn't force it if he's not ready to go. He's still kind of just doing like individual workouts and stuff, trying to get that shoulder right. So I wouldn't push it if he's not ready to go. But Gigi Jackson, I think, is the kind of standout if you're looking for anything from that Utah State of Summer League. Love what I saw from him, man, on both ends, man. Continuing his maturation process. We talked about that last week.
Yeah, Jalen Wells is really putting an impression on him.
Yeah, he looks good, man. He's taking it strong to the basket. You got to love, and defensively, he's made some strides as well. He's really looked good on the defensive end, showing some shot blocking prowess. I've always thought that's something sneaky aspect of his game. I think he could be a pretty good shot blocker as well. So, like to see him mature. I know people kind of were off him a little bit because he kind of struggled coming back in the second half of the year last year. But, man, I'm not giving up on that kid at all. I still think that kid has star potential. I mean, you just see some of the things that he's able to do, man, at that size and the way he can shoot the basketball when he gets hot. I think he has the capability of being a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league. I really do. So I'm definitely not giving up on Gigi. Jalen Wells is like he's put on some weight. There's been kind of some back and forth. People saying was it muscle, whether he's coming in heavy. He's still playing good basketball. So that's all I care about, man. Knocking down that shot. He played really well. And Cam Spencer, who now on a regular contract, he's shooting the hell out of the ball down there in Utah. So the three guys that you were really looking at to kind of make an impact, those guys really played well. And Meshack out of Tennessee is played really well as well. I mean, one of the best defenders I've ever seen, man. And he's been knocking down threes. He hit 3 threes in their last game. If he can be consistent with that 3-point shot, I think they really have something with Mr. Irrelevant, man. Last pick of the draft, I think he could have a long NBA career. Just kind of in that a guy like Lou Dort, maybe. I kind of talked about that on Twitter.
Really?
I think if he reaches the ceiling, I think
I'm a big Lou Dort divorce court. I need child support. Give me a snort, Lou Dort.
Yeah, I think he can be that type of player because people talk about didn't really shoot the basketball a lot at Tennessee, but he kind of said coming out that just wasn't in the game plan, and he could shoot a lot better than people thought. And he was kind of proving that in summer league. I think he was 3 or 4 from 3 and shooting it with confidence. So I think
remember
they really
he had
have
that
something there.
huge three against, I can't remember, in that Tennessee game. Like, he came out there, and I was like, damn, that was a stroke.
Yeah, I mean, and it looks natural. It's not like it's like clunky or anything wrong with his form. It looks natural. So if he could do that, man, I think he could have a long NBA career. I mean, Zach Kleiman, one thing I will give him credit for is he hits on those second-round picks, and they got their kid the last pick of the draft, and I think they knew exactly what they were doing because I think they got a player. He'll probably end up on a two-way for this season, but I definitely think that they have potential as a guy that could pay dividends for him down the line. So, yeah, that's kind of what's going on with the Grizzlies. But if Vegas is the real deal. Utah is just kind of the precursor. You're not going to see a whole lot of stuff
in the water.
Yeah, so Las Vegas is when you really kind of see the real deal. So see what they do, man. Again, start off tomorrow night, 3 p.m. against the Celtics out in Vegas.
Oh, Ace Bailey, man, hit that one shot against us. I did see that, and he's out in Utah. I guess he's kind of figured out. He's working his way in there now, huh?
Yeah, he looks good. Ace Bailey, I think, out of the other guys, out of the rookies, VJ Edgecombe is probably the guy that showed the most. I think he had a 30-plus point game in one of Philly's games early on out in Utah. He looks really good. People talk about his defense, man, but I think that kid's going to be able to score. He's super athletic. I'm a big fan of his, man. I think he's going to be a big player. And he's probably kind of the standout amongst the rookies. But Ace Bailey, man, it played really well, man. You saw some flashes from him. I mean, I think he's going to be a guy. It's going to take a little bit of time with him. I don't think he's anywhere near his ceiling. I think he has a lot of growing to do on both ends of the floor. But I think the Utah got a good pick there. We'll just see how it plays out, man, because we know he didn't really want to be there. Most of the time, those guys they say that initially, but they end up kind of falling in line. So we'll see how that plays out. But he's going to get all the opportunities he wants in Utah because
he's going to like
tend
getting
to
money.
out.
Yeah. Honestly, I was about to use VJ Edgecombe because he played at Baylor to segue into the Memphis Tigers, but now I got to go back to the Grizzlies and the NBA and the money. Like, talking about Gigi Jackson, talking about, like, honest to God, like, look at the Grizzlies' contracts. After seeing some of the stuff that's gone down in the NBA, like, as of late, I feel like our whole team's on a steal. Like, when I saw a 2-year extension for, listen, Devin Booker is a good two-guard, bro.
Insane.
Like, do you know that he's averaged, think about this, he's averaged 67 games per season in his career. He is a damn good player, so he's going to be making a little bit more than $1 million per game.
Crazy, man.
And, like,
must be nice.
At the end of his contract, he will have already made more than $500 million by the end of the 2029-2030 season playing in the NBA. I'm starting to think to myself, man, maybe everybody on our team is rookie and Robert's just cheap. Tell me what's the truth.
Yeah, man. Devin Booker's going to be making upwards of $70 million a year over the next 2 years. It's crazy money. But, yeah, man, right, if you kind of look at what the Grizzlies have set up right now, I think a lot of people were mad about the Jaren deal, but I think if you look around the league and look what these other guys are getting, that's not a bad contract at all. Yeah, for a guy that's a two-time All-Star, been to DPOY. I mean, people talk about whatever they feel about him. You look around the league, man, that's a steal on the deal they got him in. Even Ja, the contract, got him in early. He's still due for an extension, so we'll see. I'm sure they're going to get that done sooner rather than later. But, yeah, man, it's stupid money going around out there right now, man. The history has shown that he's willing to pay whatever. I mean, him and Steve Ballmer out there with the Clippers, those two guys are willing to just throw around money like it's going out of style, man. So, yeah, man, I think if you look at the Grizzlies right now, after that Bane trade, it was looking bleak before the Bane trade, but I think that deal just kind of opened up everything for them. I mean, they could go so many different directions. They can bring in another big-time player if they want on a big salary, or they could spread it over 2, 3, 4 guys. I think they have the clay to kind of build a team now, and they were just kind of stuck in kind of mediocrity before they made the Bane deal. So, I mean, things are looking a lot better for them. I mean, I think if you look at this season specifically, I think they're going to take a step back for this season. But I think looking at the future, I think that trade made them a lot more liquid and able to do different things that they weren't able to do before they made that deal.
Man. It's a wild, wild world out there in pro sports. But it's not just the NBA. It's everywhere. I mean, are you kidding me? Juan Soto, like, I hate to say it, like, That $750 million contract, as crazy as it sounds. I mean, let's be real. The guy is not even 26 yet. He's got 1,000 hits, 222 homers. His career 283 on base percentage, career 420. I love 420. Hit that joint, and like that's somewhat understandable number. But it's just like when I look at these numbers, it kind of freaks me out, and I do feel like damn, Grizzlies got pretty much every. Like I didn't know Santi was worth $18 million until I saw these contracts.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that one. I just think he hasn't shown to be consistent enough to. I just didn't want to pay him. Like he was a guy that I think
I
I
didn't
would
like it
at
first, but now like I'm like 18 a year.
Yeah, when you compare it, like
it.
I knew he was going to get that. I said all year that he would get 16, 18 million. When people were saying, no, he'll sign for 10 to 12. I was like, no, man, you got a guy that's 7
I was
foot
in that camp.
Basketball.
Yeah, I was like, dog, what I don't. But now I didn't realize how stupid the money really's gotten.
Yeah, I knew he would get it. I just wanted it to be from a different team. I just didn't want the Grizzlies to be the one to give it to him. Because I've seen enough of that, and I know he's still young, but I don't think he's just not a guy that I don't think you're gonna be able to depend on when a life
not
is
athletic
right.
enough.
Yeah, when you get in the playoffs, he's just not that guy. If you notice, people talk about his numbers and like, oh yeah, he's worth that. But if you notice, most of the time when he has his biggest game, it's either when the Grizzlies are running away with it or they're down by a lot. Like it's garbage, kind of an early garbage time game, and he kind of gets his number. When the game is on the line, you have close games. A lot of times he's not even in the game. You can't even put him in the game in those high leverage situations in the fourth quarter because he's so bad defense.
I feel like
he's
that with both our 7-footers.
Yeah, so if you're going to have a guy that you're paying $18 million, you should be able to have him on the floor in crunch time, and he's not even a guy they have on the floor in crunch time. So that's just kind of why I didn't want to. I knew he would get it, but I wish there had been another team that had paid it for him. I think I would have let him walk at that price.
You know what? Speaking of our other 7-footer, he had his little sprain. Didn't he have do something recently, man? I can't remember. Did he have surgery or am I crazy?
Yeah, you talking about Zach Edey?
Yeah,
he had ankle surgery.
Ankle surgery. I couldn't remember. I was like, damn, bro. Yeah. I think he had maybe a toe surgery. But I was like, I don't think he had turf toe.
Well, that's Jaron that had the turf toe.
That's right. I'm getting it. See, I've told you I've been paying attention to baseball and football. I got Deion Sanders on the brain.
Yeah, so both of our starting front court could not be ready for the start of the season. Now, Jaron, I think they say he'd be reevaluated in 3 months, so that would be right before training camp. But as I said before,
they always told you.
Yeah, when it comes to the Grizzlies, when I don't trust anything on the injury report. When they say reevaluated in 3 months, that means when that period comes, you're going to get another one that says, oh, well, you'll be reevaluated in 6 weeks. I mean, that's kind of how that works. Like, I don't trust anything. People were excited because you kind of look at these reports about turf toe surgery, and they say it could be up to 8 months. So when people saw reevaluated in 3 months, they were excited. I was like, man, I pump the brakes on that. I don't think that necessarily means he's going to be ready and good to go for training camp, especially after signing that big new contract. They're going to be cautious as they can with him. I would be surprised if they kind of rush him back. And if he missed training camp, unless they start operating completely different than they did when they run on Taylor Jenkins, they're definitely going to slow walk that. And I think he's going to miss some time. And it looks like Zach Edey's definitely going to miss some time into the season. His timeline is definitely into October or November. So he's not going to be ready to go when the season starts. So that's going to be interesting to see how they do that. They traded Jay Huff to Indiana, and they brought in Jock Landale, who is a guy that I like. When he gets minutes, he's productive. I mean, he'll go in there, set screens, can knock down three, plays hard, rebound. So, I mean, I like him. I think he's going to be a fan favorite. He's not a guy that's going to move the needle or anything, but he gets out there and gives 100%, man. They got him on a cheap deal. I think that was great by Zach Lyman to go out there and switch out Jay Huff, because Jay Huff, kind of with Edey out, they needed a guy that can kind of do more on the inside instead of a kind of perimeter finesse big. So they switched out Jay Huff for Jock Landale. I think they did a good job there, because I think he fits more of what they're going to need kind of to start the season.
All right, that sounds great news for the Grizzlies. We'll be watching them in the Summer League tomorrow, 3 o'clock.
That's it, man. Taking on the Boston Celtics out in Vegas.
All right, now I got to switch gears a little bit. Scott Drew, did he throw Penny a lifeline, 4-year deal with Baylor? Like, that's huge.
Yeah, man. Penny. One thing that nobody can say about Penny, he kind of gets made fun of several years ago, said they want all the smoke. One thing he will do is he will schedule. If it was up to Penny, he would probably play. You look at it, whoever opens up the season top 12 in the top 25, he would probably play all 12 of those guys on the road if they would allow him. He doesn't mind schedule. He doesn't care what his team's looking like. He'll go out there and play anybody, and that was big, man, to get that game, because that home schedule especially was looking a little thin, man. Most of their best games were going to be away from FedEx Forum, so that getting that Baylor game, I think that was huge.
Plus a 4-year deal, man. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and I'm surprised, man. I'm surprised that they allowed Memphis for it to start here. Usually, when you're Memphis and you're going to play a Power 5 school, it's going to start the other way around. You're going to play at Baylor first, and then the second year they come to Memphis. But somehow they got that deal done. They're coming here this year. That was huge, man. I mean, to add that game to the schedule, that's a massive, massive game. I think it's going to be on CBS. But Memphis is getting the rights to the game. I mean, I don't know how they pulled it off, man. But shout out to University, man, because that was big, especially this late in the game. To be able to add that to your schedule there, that was big, man. So I'm excited about that game. They're also playing at Louisville. They reunited, restarted that rivalry.
Old Metro days, bro, and Denny Crum.
Yeah. And I think that's like maybe 5 or 6 year deal. I think they play here. They play at Louisville this year. I think Memphis next year. I think Nashville the third year, and I think they got 2 more. So that's like a 5-year deal. So that's going to be great. I think having a game in Nashville where both fans, I mean, that's really close in between, almost exactly in between Memphis and Louisville. So that should be a good one whenever that happens in 3 years from now. So, yeah, man, I mean, I think you got Arkansas. They're going to play them in a preseason game for St. Jude. Hopefully they can get that in a regular season game. Penny has been trying to wear Cal down on that one. Maybe
come on, John.
Yeah, maybe since they're playing the exhibition game, maybe he'll finally do it since they're doing that. So we'll see how that plays out. But, yeah, man, I think as far as Memphis basketball, I think the question is, Penny talked about this last week, they still got to find another big. And I think they brought in the African kid, but like I said, I don't think anybody really knows what they expect from him. And they got 2 scholarships open. I don't know why he waited, because I never was confident that they were going to get Danger back. And shout out to Danger. Danger was playing with Miami in the summer league. Looked good the other day, man. You got a lot of Tigers. Musa Cisse playing in summer league. Even Nick Jourdain. It's playing in summer league. Yeah, man. They got all the Tigers out there playing in summer league, man. So shout out to them. But yeah, man, I think right now, man, you still got to be concerned about that big situation. And Penny says that he admitted that the roster is not where he wants it. So I just don't understand why they didn't go out and get a big early. Because now you're kind of looking at, you got to find some unorthodox way, somebody from Europe or just some random weird kid that nobody, just like the African kid, I don't know what's out there in the transfer portal right now. So you just got to find some orthodox way to find a big to bring in here. We'll see. But they got 2 scholarships left, and he acts like they're going to fill them. So we'll see what happens.
Is he looking to do one of those, like we like to get a player in the middle of the season kind of deals?
It worked out before. And Naquan Tomlin, man, that was can we get another one? Naquan Tomlin to come in?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
A revelation, man. Maybe you have a hush deal under the table somewhere. Some kid be like, yeah, man, I got you. I'm going to transfer once the season starts.
Wait, man, my check clears. I'm on my way.
Yeah. So that kind of stuff happens all the time, I'm sure. I'm not gonna put anybody out or anything on here, but that kind of stuff happens all the time. So hopefully they can find something because I think right now I really do think Bradshaw is gonna surprise some people. I think being in AAC, I think he might finally realize the potential, because we kind of started with Danger. Like I said, Danger only averaged like 6 points a game or something at Illinois.
I was not.
It wasn't like he was some big-time player or anything. So I think Bradshaw could kind of have that same thing. You talk about a 7-footer, can block shots, can step out near the 3. I think he's going to be really, really good in AAC especially.
I got my fingers crossed. I'm praying for it.
But as far as wings and guards, man, they're good. Because, I mean, they can come at you with waves. They got all the length as far as big guards and stuff that you want. I mean, they can play guys just all different kind of lineups. He has like 6'6", 7 guys that are like 6'5", 6'6" to 6'8". I mean, he loaded up on on wings. I don't understand. I think he should have used on some of those scholarships on bigs, but he has enough. He has enough wings and guards. That's for sure.
I know I love wings, bro. I know
Man.
I love me some. They got a lot
Man,
though. Like
pepper, man, honey hot. You know.
got me, man. I'm ready for some lunch. Though, like when you look at it, like you said, who do you think right now? Just looking at this, of course, things can change. Who do you think are our 5 that are starting that he's going to depend on from the jump?
I think
Parker,
Sincere Parker, Doug McDaniel. I think it's obviously going to be your starting point guard. After that, man, I mean, Bradshaw will start at center.
Definitely.
Outside of that, I think it's open.
It's like throw it up in the air and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think Barry from Temple could be a guy that might start at small forward. He has so many forwards. It just depends on, I think, camp and when these guys get in practice, how they perform. Because again, he has like 6 or 7 guys that could potentially start at that 3-4. I think he's obviously looking to go small with starting one of these 6-7 guys at power forward. Again, I wish he had went a little bit bigger, kind of what we saw last year with Tyreek Davis transferring out early and then kind of being thin, with just kind of left with Danger and Musa and having to play Nick Jourdain so much. You just don't want another one of those situations. And, I mean, that's kind of right now with the roster sitting up, the way it's sitting right now, you're going to be playing kind of a wing at the 4 position. And that's something that I wish we weren't in that position to have to do. But that's kind of where they are. But again, with all those forwards, we'll just have to see. I think that right now, Bradshaw, McDaniel, and Parker are the only guys I think that you can really pencil in. It'll be interesting to see how Ashton has improved.
I was thinking, I was actually going to go there. I was wondering, like, I wonder what he's going to look like now back.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I think they kind of look at him as a 4 instead of a 3, because he's kind of on the bigger side. I think he weighs about 225, 230. So he's bigger.
Put on some weight. He's like 200.
Yeah, so he can. He's there. I think they're going to look at him as a 4, but hopefully, I think he's a backup level player right now. So, yeah, I mean, I think they got to go out and find somebody else or a couple guys. I think they have 2 scholarships left, and the way Penny was talking, he seems like they plan on filling those scholarships. And that's kind of different than what he was saying before Danger got denied the waiver. He was kind of acting like they were kind of done. But I think now he knows with Danger that's leaving a big hole, so he can't get a great big. You probably need to bring in 2 to kind of try to fill out that depth. So I think that's probably what we're going to see. So that's the big question left for their offseason is who can they find to come in to kind of take some of those minutes.
Well, people are keeping their fingers crossed and hoping and praying because it's kind of big. I did want to also ask you, because we were just talking about the money and stuff. A few things caught my eye watching Big 12 Media Days. Have you paid any attention to what Texas Tech has been doing by any chance?
No, what's going on with them?
Bruh. You know they got like a couple billionaires over there who are like, let's just mount up and let's roll. Like they're bringing out all the bucks.
Oh yeah, I have heard about that.
It's like a new.
Basically saying it's an unlimited budget. Basically.
It's like a microwave superpower. Like it just popped up overnight. The number 1 player in Texas is turning down Texas and Texas A&M and going to Texas Tech.
Going to Texas Tech.
They got all these people. They gave a softball player last year. I don't know if you saw the young lady who was at Stanford pitched last year in the College World Series. Yeah. She was ridiculous.
I did see that.
Man, she got $1 million last year. She's getting like 1-1 next year to come back.
Crazy, man.
Yeah. And the thing about it is like I kind of almost feel like if you're a young person out there right now who's an athlete, you're rooting for Texas Tech and this model to work because, yes, while the superpowers like the Alabamas, the Texases, the big teams in the SEC and the Big Ten, Oregon, Ohio State, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, I can go on. Like those, they will be there. But like Texas Tech wasn't really competing for a national championship even when they had Pat Mahomes and Cliff Kingsbury and were scoring like it was going out of style. Like some people are saying like they're bringing in the kind of class that they're trying to go out there and actually buy them a natty. I mean, it's kind of interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, because, I mean, you look at that area. You talk about schools, Texas. You talk about A&M. You talk about Oklahoma. I mean, these schools that you're used to kind of dominating that area, man, they're really putting themselves in the mix, man. That's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. I mean, you talk about working with a unlimited budget. I mean, they get some players in there. I mean, that's gonna be something to watch. Definitely over the next couple of years. Because I mean, they got budget like that. Talk about playing softball players $1 million, man. They're gonna start. Everybody's gonna be running to play for Texas Tech. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out.
And it's just also just kind of wild to me to think about, you got like two billionaires. They're two oil billionaire alums at Texas Tech. One played football, Cody Campbell and John Sellers, and they were like, "Yo, you don't have to even spend a lot of your $22.5 or $20.5 million that's allocated for the revenue sharing on your football program, because we're going to sign one offensive lineman for $2.3 million and another one for $5 million. And we're not talking about quarterbacks. We're talking about offensive linemen,
we're talking
bro.
about offensive linemen. Wow.
Like, it's a brand new freaking world. It made me think about, like, last year, like, what they were paying Ole Miss's offensive line comparatively. And I'm like, damn. But, like, I don't know, man. If you're a young person, you want a billionaire who's got some pride in his university to come out there and just start breaking the bank because they are proving that they will pay. But what does this do to, like, Memphis? Like,
yeah, man, it's scary to think about what's going on in the landscape of college athletics and Memphis. Man, they got to find a way to get out of the AAC. I know people look at this pack deal and saying that they're making more money than AAC with the ESPN deal or anything, but I think I would have jumped. I think they're waiting for the ACC, and I'm scared that that's not going to happen. And I'm scared even if it does happen, it's going to end up kind of similar to the situation where they thought they were getting in the Big East, and it ends up being a watered-down version of that somehow if it actually ends up happening. That's my concern. I think that they should have took that deal. I know it's weird. You're in Memphis. You're talking about a lot of travel and everything, but I think name-wise, I think it just carries more weight than AAC, and I think that could propel them to a bigger situation than just being an AAC. So I think I would have took that deal. So it's definitely scary because Memphis can't even think about competing with that level of money right now, and they just shouldn't be in AAC, man. It's just too good. I've said this for years. You look at some of these other schools in the Power 5.
I hate to say it, though, but if you look at what they're doing, and what drives me crazy is if you realistically, and you take like an aerial view and you look what they've done over the last decade in football, how the hell did they not get snatched up in this realignment?
I know, man. It's just crazy. I mean, and then they're doing the stadium renovations. I mean, you already have FedEx Forum with the NBA arena, the locker rooms and stuff. They have the facilities. Lori Walton facility is one of the best in the country. I mean, they deserve to be in a Power 5. It's crazy, man, that just hasn't happened for them.
Yeah, I really honest to God, like thinking about, dude.
So, the success they've had in football, man.
Just look at the run of coaches that
they went to the Cotton Bowl.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man, to think about. But, yeah, it's scary when you're situated. I think Memphis might be one of the schools that are in the craziest position. Like, it's more scary for them than it is for any of these schools because, Memphis, they're at a certain level, and if they can't get in there, it's just kind of sad to see, man. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out, but I think they're holding out for the ACC, man. That's something that I've never been sure that was going to happen long term, but we'll see. But I think that's kind of their plan right now.
Dude, I feel like they're the sexiest chick at the bar, and every man's scared to talk to her right now.
Yeah, that's a great analogy.
Like,
come
on,
exactly,
bro.
Exactly what it is.
Like, because like they ain't Rice, this ain't ECU. What are you talking about? This ain't Tulsa. Nobody wants to go to Tulsa.
Yeah, they're just on a completely different level than. Even when you look at schools like Houston, they took those schools because of the market. But Memphis, as far as fan support and overall success with football and basketball, when you combine over the years, it's just a better program. Nobody in Houston gives a damn about that program. They don't care anything about Houston football. That's it's the market. That's the reason why Houston, because it's in Texas, it's in that market, and they just took it because of the television money and all that, and the eyes on it because of the market size. But yeah, man, Memphis deserves a lot of these schools that have moved up. UCF, Memphis overall, their program. You look at their facilities and how much people care. It's a better situation, but I think the market is what holds them back more than anything else.
And they don't realize, like, the fan base, like, them being left out is, like, basically all shunned us because now we don't even show up and, like, sell out. I mean, the Tomb of Doom would be packed. Like, it's just crazy, but it's hard to go watch.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Rice every night.
Like
I mean, it's hard to go on a Wednesday night. You're going to look at Rice. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's tough, man. Unless you're number one team in the country and you're just surefire national championship contender, you playing Rice on a Wednesday night, man. It's going to be cold Wednesday night. It's going to be hard to get people out for that.
And do people think like 2008 was just an aberration again? Like, you know, so I'm still shocked if you look at the success from the basketball program, you look at the football success, and you look at the number of athletes they put in the NFL, et cetera.
But I was going to say, even other sports, man, men's and women's soccer has been really good over the last few years. I mean, they've done track and field, archery, even their other sports have done really well over the last several years, so the Olympic sports. So,
we got a new volleyball coach, bro.
Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah, she looks like she's gonna be a good coach.
Yeah, I think so. We got to get baseball and softball going, man. They've really been struggling over the last couple of years. Natalie Poole, I used to actually cover Memphis softball, and since Natalie Poole left, I mean, they were struggling some then, but it's got a lot worse, and they're kind of going through coaches right now, man. They got to get that figured out. But baseball, but you look at some of the other schools in the AAC, I'm not sure why they can't do better than they've done. Like you would expect that program to be better, man. I don't know why they struggle so much, because there's definitely talent in this area, and you see other schools in the AAC doing it, and you see some of these small schools actually in the NCAA tournament. And I'm thinking, why can't you should be able to do that at Memphis if you see some of these other schools? I mean, you had Murray State in there. Like, why does Murray State have a better baseball program than Memphis? Like, I don't understand that. But
I don't either, especially the amount of talent that comes just for right out of this city. But
that's what I'm saying, man. There's a lot of baseball talent in this city.
Ole Miss, Tennessee come in here and steal it. You put a fence around Memphis and you keep your guys here, they'd be nasty.
Yeah, and speaking of that, shout out to Hunter Goodman, man. Former Tiger, making an All-Star game, man. He's having a hell of a year. So shout out to him.
Mm-hmm. And Brent Rooker, who's from around here, is another all-star, like for the A's. Like, talent around here, man. Put that fence up, Isaac. I've kept you for so long. Sorry about that.
Oh man, just enjoying talking, man. Always love jumping on here, man. It's never a problem, man. You keep me on there an hour and a half, man. I'd be right here with you.
Man, I appreciate that more than you can imagine. Everybody follow him at IsaacW_NBA. A lot of stuff going on. I know one thing: if you don't follow him, and then you just don't like Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he is going to lead. Like, he will go out there, he will push you, he will make you think. He ain't afraid, and he's always dropping knowledge. I'm always following. I steal some more stuff from you than most anybody, Isaac.
Well, I definitely appreciate that, man. Appreciate the kind words.
Man, well, have a good one. We'll do it again next Thursday.
Will do, man. Talk to you next week.
That's my homie, Isaac Simpson. Landon, I'm going to have to pay some bills, bro, because we got to come back, and I got to talk about a little more Big 12 Media Days, some of the things that I noticed. I'll give you the rundown of all the SEC Media Days, which is right around the corner.
Some would say next week.
And by the way, and that's around the corner, bro.
I know.
Like, what's going on in baseball? I've been scared to look because of my ADHD, and I was having a great conversation with Isaac, and I know if I pulled it up, I'd be thinking about my bet. Have they scored?
Who?
The Mets and the Orioles.
Nope, still deadlocked at 0.
Bro, second and third, no outs, and they got no runs in the first. The top of the first.
We're at the top of the 5th now.
Get the hell out of here.
Top of the 5th, no outs. 0 outs.
Can y'all start scoring, bro?
Yeah,
please?
we need that.
Like, most of these Mets hitters have probably seen Charlie Morton 30, 40 times in their career from his day with the Braves, man.
Yeah.
Bust his ass. Damn, man. I hate these day baseball games, as of late.
Well, it wouldn't have been if we didn't have weather problems yesterday, postponing and making another doubleheader for the Mets.
Oh, Soto, show me why you're my hero. I talked about your $750 million deal. Shout me out with a granny.
He's doing better. June was his month. let's hope July is as well.
Man, Tyler O'Neill's been so pathetic this year. They got it bad in cleanup today.
Yeah.
I should have looked at that a little closer. We're going to pay some bills. I got Big 12 Media Days coverage, Hardinwood, and bets. Plus, I'm ready for Los Cabos. It's Summer and Graham, baby. That's where the flavors of Mexico melt in your mouth. We're back in 2 Shakes, Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
So you need to sell your house? I have the solution. Call 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill at I Buy Houses. Any house, any area, as is. It's literally as simple as that. Just pick up your phone. Call 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill at I Buy Houses. Guaranteed to close in 5 days. If you need to sell your house fast, call Bill at 901-406-1101. That's Bill at I Buy Houses.
It's time for the pro to get everything for the entire job, all from one partner. To get access to over 3 million products, including many products you won't find in our stores. It's time to get delivery on your schedule or next day on over 50,000 products. And time to get dedicated support on the job site or in our stores. From ordering to planning, we've got you. One partner, any job, all in. Ask about all we can now do at the Pro Desk. The Home Depot Pro, it's about time.
It's time for SEC Media Days. Join Brett Wordsworthy as he broadcasts live from the College Football Hall of Fame in Atlanta, Monday through Thursday, previewing the upcoming SEC football season and bringing you interviews with players, coaches, and SEC leaders. Tune in to Sports Time with Stats and Brian Dacus from 3 to 6, and also hear from Stats throughout the day for SEC Media Days coverage. Brought to you by Landers Ford in Collierville, Ronnie Grizzani's, All-Star Chevrolet, Sissy's Log Cabin, and Jimmy McElroy and Associates.
Hi, I'm Glenda Hastings, owner of Napa Cafe, and I want to thank you for making us part of your dining experiences. If you are a first-time guest or have dined with us countless times, I want to thank you for making us part of your lives. Whether you're celebrating with the crowd or planning a cozy date night on the town, Napa Cafe can provide you an extraordinary evening. We have 5 dining rooms, including our private wine cellar, our Jan's room for 2 guests, and the Eleanor room for parties up to 60. Sit back, relax, and celebrate. Leave the cooking to us. Come see me at Napa Cafe, 5101 Sanderlin Avenue. We're open Wednesday through Saturday for dinner starting at 5 o'clock. We also offer curbside pickup from our full menu. For details on our stay-in, dine-out menu or reservations, visit our website at napacafe.com. Come join us. We can't wait to serve you.
Congratulations to Napa Cafe, celebrating 27 years of great food and service for you. Napa Cafe.
Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis with Dave Woloshin, weekday mornings from 10 to 11.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. God. You know Tom Brady is the GOAT, damn it.
He sure is, and the Mets just scored.
Thank you. Give me some frickin' runs, bro.
Taylor doubled to right, and Brett Beatty ran in.
That's beautiful. Let's go. I need more. Give me more. Tom Brady wants more. Dude, have you, seen what Tom Brady's been doing?
He's been making some rounds out there.
Bro. Okay, one, he left his supermodel girl, Giselle.
He did.
He also left his first baby mama, which was a superstar. She was a movie star. Hella good looking. That's great. That just narrows it down, doesn't it?
Sure does. I feel like I know who you're talking about.
You don't know.
Bridget?
I don't know, man.
No,
Give me her last
that's
name,
not right.
bro. Tara Reid, no, he banged.
Moynihan.
Dude. Bridget, yeah, Mahanahan or something like that. Moynihan. Yeah, dude, she was fine. I think she was the Law and Order chick.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
She was.
Dude,
I think, isn't she?
Dun, dun, dun. Like, dude, that Law and Order, they do the gavel and they do that noise.
Actually,
dun,
I think she's from Blue Bloods.
Whatever. Oh, yeah, that's the one with
of those.
Tom Selleck. Is that the hairy-chested dude?
Yeah, Tom Selleck and, what was his name? Mark Wahlberg's brother or something like that.
Marky Mark's brother, Donnie.
I think so.
Look at me, bro.
Wahlburgers.
The Wahlbergs. But no, he left the Mahanahan that he, like, knocked up, by the way. And it's like, he's like, man, you know, I know you're pregnant and everything. I just became a Super Bowl champ. So I'm going to, like, stick with this single thing. And then he started with Giselle, who became his future wife. But I got his hit list, according to this wonderful place that I found somehow. By the way, thank you, texters. Y'all send me the greatest information. Like, how do y'all know what's going to get my attention? I don't know.
You have a great following. That's what it is.
Sissy's Log Cabin text in listener line. Life's too short for ordinary jewelry, brother. And I promise you, when you tie the knot, she better be extraordinary, so don't get her the ordinary. Go to Sissy's Log Cabin. Hit us up, 901-360-8255. But check this out. Layla Roberts kind of got a big mouth, but fine. It looks like she was a Playmate of the Month. Never mind, I got big ups for her. Tara Reid, she was in that stupid movie, but like, I don't know, man.
You know who Brady's with right now, right?
That's why I'm bringing it up, because I just saw a picture on my ex.
Your
like
Twitter's
Sofia
Sofia Vergara.
She is fine. And my man's got a very wide, like, he doesn't date a type. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If you look at his history, it's kind of.
He's all over the board.
A little bit, yeah.
You know? I'm giving him props. You are the GOAT. I think I'm jealous.
I mean, Sofia Vergara. Who wouldn't be? I know I am.
Irana, like some girl named, like, Irana Shank. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
Supermodel. Lord have mercy, man. Well, good for you, Tom.
Go, Tom. Goat on and off the field.
Damn, bro. Who would have thought that skinny kid with the worst dad bod, gangly as hell, pasty white,
straight out of Michigan,
acne, was going to turn into the GOAT on and off the field?
Money, man.
Dude, some people were late bloomers, you know? He had to grow into that pasty white little skinny body.
He was.
And he saw what you know what he saw Drew Bledsoe get paid? And he said, damn, I want to be an NFL quarterback for a long damn time. And he made that bank.
Sure did.
All right, sorry about that. I got completely off. This is not Hardwood because I got ridiculous stories from J.J. McCarthy. Sad news about Ben McLemore. Like, he did some dumb stuff. Also, a woman out there, man. I'm, like, kind of scared, because I'm a little bit scared of women these days. But this woman shared her hit list requirements. If you want to slide into her DMs, she requires this, and this.
I'm already out.
It's pretty shocking, yes. And by the way, I'm going to give her a solid 5.
Out of 10?
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
geez.
I mean, I'm talking about,
It's
like,
not looking
straight up mid-grade, like depths.
Wow.
For real. But anyway, now, back to football now. I got to get into this Big 12 stuff.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to tell you right now, some of the things that I've noticed from media days that caught my eyes. One, the Athletics report on Deion Sanders' health. Obviously, I don't think it's, fair or foul. We know his health is not the greatest in the whole wide world. But I love Deion and the way he handles the media. He left a whole lot of, like he said, bull junk, the Athletics bull junk. I would have loved to hear a little bit more about the depth chart on who's going to replace his son, Shedeur Sanders, at quarterback.
I know they have not proclaimed a starter.
Yes, I did notice that. Now, maybe he's just keeping it tight to the vest. I don't know.
Who knows?
But I do know he said he has a very simple formula that he follows. This caught my eye. He says they draft like this. And he didn't say recruit. He said they draft like this, which I thought was great. And I think that's kind of more of like he's saying, you know, this is what we do every year. 40-40-20 is the grad transfers and high school kids. And he says, I stick to what we do and what we know works for us. It may not work for somebody else, but it works for us. It's been working for us, so I'm pleased with it. He wants portal players more than prospects. And if you can afford the approach, it makes sense, especially in big-time college football. But the thing here is there's been some great success in Colorado with Deion. But, bro, Texas Tech is either about to explode onto the scene in no other way that you've seen in a long time. Like, bro, out of nowhere, this team might be kicking everybody's butt.
Oh, yeah.
If
they've made the right moves.
If they spent their money wisely and this coaching staff can get these kids who are all getting paid bizank, can pull it together, come back down to reality, and realize you still got to compete on the field and you got to play every single Saturday because you stub your toe and it could keep you out. Now that we've expanded the field to 12, though, and everything else I look at in the Big 12, I got my eye on Texas Tech sleepwalking into the college football playoff.
I would not be surprised if they do.
Dude, they spent a fortune on these guys.
It worked for Ohio State last year.
It did, didn't it? Nobody spent more than Ohio State. Man, they brought in...
Best team money can buy.
They had weapons all over the place. And they brought in Quinshon Judkins just because they could. You know?
And they had a guy called Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah, but I, honest to God, didn't know Jeremiah Smith was going to be Jeremiah Smith until I saw Jeremiah Smith and said, oh, my goodness.
That's Jeremiah
That's
Smith.
a full-grown-ass man who's a baby. Like, Ryan Williams caught my eye, of course, and everybody remembers the touchdown and the pirouette and the run in the end zone and had a great season, and he's going to be a stud. Jeremiah, like, there's a song about Jeremiah, like some big-ass Paul Bunyan-style man. I can't remember what it is right now. But, damn it, he's like that. He's like Paul Bunyan compared to, like, a normal dude with an axe. Or maybe that's John Henry's hammer.
Maybe.
Yeah, because nobody could out-hammer John Henry, and that's how I feel about,
he
like,
beat
Jeremiah
the steam
Smith.
engine.
That's it. That's right. He would beat the steam engine.
Yeah. I remember reading that book.
That's also, I knew it from a Bob Dylan song.
It works both ways.
Mm-hmm. Now, the Big 12, outside of, like, what you see at Texas Tech, like, you feel good about anybody else's realistic chances? Because Texas Tech, I mean, like, the amount of money they spent on their offensive line, bro. Like, this is bigger budgets than most like, the amount of money they spent on their offensive line is definitely going to be more than Memphis spends on their whole football team. Don't you have to believe 100%?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. I think the other teams...
one making $5 million. You got another one making 2.2.
Yeah. I mean, come on now. But I think from what I've seen,
they all making over $1 million.
The other two teams that I've seen that have high expectations this year is Arizona State. Of course, you got the returning quarterback.
I love my man Kenny Dillingham.
And Sam Leavitt.
Sam's
QB.
aight. They don't got that little spark plug.
On College Football 26, he's one of the highest rated QBs in that game.
Well, I mean, he can run, he can throw, but I'm just kind of, he ain't got no scataboo.
No, he doesn't. But still, Arizona State, big one to look out for. Actually, there's multiple because you got Utah as well in the Big 12.
Well, they're just like, you just trust the process, and they bring in that quarterback that they say is going to be like the next stud.
That's what they're saying about John Mateer for Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm. Everybody says he's going to be bad.
Apparently, he's turning around Oklahoma football. I'm gonna.
Brent's counting on it. You better hope so, because your defense has been letting you down. Actually, your offense has been letting you down more than your defense.
Other team to look out for, Kansas State.
I
saw a bunch of experts putting that they thought Kansas State likely is going to win the Big 12 or at least be in that Big 12 conference game. I mean, they have that quarterback with the phenomenal hair.
That is true.
That's half the battle right there.
Yeah, you saw that with Bo Nix, except for against, Florida.
Yeah.
Damn it, dude. What up, Bo? Bo? Anyway, back to the other thing that I saw at Big 12 Media Days that really caught my eye. Because I talked about the Colorado 40-40-20 rule that Dion lives by. We don't know his starting quarterback. The Athletic is bull. We know that 2 billionaires are spending so much money on their football program that they are trying to buy a national championship. Not a Big 12 championship. They want to compete with Ohio State's. They want to compete with the big boys. They say, I'm bringing it. And right now, I ain't going to lie to you, man. Like, Tennessee fan, as high as they were last year when everybody was traveling up to Columbus before that ass whipping, and then the Nico drama and all the stuff, and everybody on Rocky Top still high. Like, bro, I never thought I'd say this. Look like Texas Tech going to be better than Tennessee.
I'd put my money on it.
I would too,
I
bro.
don't believe in Joey Aguilar right now.
Well, I mean, we got to see it.
That's
Josh Heupel does make an easy system for quarterbacks. I mean, pretty fast where you're going to go with the football.
That's factual for everybody. That's why I'm not high on John Mateer right now. I got to see it.
Yeah.
But breaking news right now, the number 1 overall recruit, Lamar Brown, just announced that he is committed to LSU.
What does he play?
That's what I'm looking up.
Because I don't know. I'm not the guy who's the...
He's number 1, but I don't...
He's probably a big badass. He must play defense because that's what Brian
1.
Kelly needs. Defense. Stop somebody. Death Valley is one of the scariest places to play. In fact, I think your new football game has it as the scariest place to play because they have those things ranked where they now factor in. I saw this. Listen, I've not played the game. They factor in
I think
home
you're
field.
right. Yeah.
So, like, something might just go south on you for no reason because, Death Valley is, like, the toughest place to play. Anyway, the point about that is Brian Kelly, they get a good defense. They could be great.
Defensive line, 5-star defensive lineman Lamar Brown is now committed to LSU.
I bet right now he's talking in his Cajun accent. Brian Kelly saying, "Ooh wait." He's all fired up. He needs that. He needed that.
What was that Cajun accent?
I don't know, man.
All we got was,
I can't talk like Ed Orgeron.
Hey, come on. We got to go out there and play some good football, all right?
That was pretty good.
Joey B, go out there and throw the football.
Dude, that was pretty good. Dude, Ed got a natty, got paid, and went to
did.
Hawaii and started like a whole thing on the Instagram.
You know he has a Hummer commercial.
Because he's been different blonding for since he won a national championship.
I think this was before that.
What, you mean he got the Hummer deal before that?
I think so.
Is the Hummer still being made?
I have no idea. That's why I think it was before. I don't see a lot of Hummers on the road anymore.
Yeah, man. I don't either. I do see him in Tom Brady's future, though. Lord have mercy.
True that.
Well, I'm hungry. Are you hungry?
Starving.
Los Cabos. If you aren't a billionaire, like Texas Tech has 2 of them who are spending money like it's crazy. Is this can you do it in 1 year? I mean, because I'm looking at all the huff and puff.
The best team money can buy. But Ohio State's always been a top dog contender. So that's where my big difference is. But, I mean, you just look at the additions that this team has made.
Yeah.
They're going to make a run.
They spending that cash, man. We're going to find out.
We sure are.
And if you're a young person, you're like, I hope this works because, man, if we can have billionaires compete, just spending and spending again, because this doesn't have anything to do with the revenue sharing.
Mm-mm.
They're doing this out of their NIL collective. 2 billionaires balling out there. Oh, one other thing. Big 12 is doing this. I wonder if other teams will follow because of the transfer portal and how much turnover there is now year to year. And they make a very valid point, by the way, and I want you to hear me out. You know how we always have the coaches' polls?
Yes.
like the preseason coaches polls at the media days.
As in the difference to the
and
AP
then
polls.
after the coaches polls come out, all the writers who are down there drop their polls, and we get those preseason polls. Now, Arizona State, I believe, was picked to be last, I think, in the Big 12, or down there. Not last. Last year, they were picked. Their preseason ranking.
Oh, okay, last year, yeah.
Going into the season, they didn't have Kenny Dillingham going to, play Texas in a freaking second-round game,
Mm-hmm.
But, dude, SMU bought their way in.
They did.
Not like this, though. I don't know, man. I'm fascinated, but the preseason poll narrative, I'm sorry, let me get back on point because somebody texted me about a Hummer and never mind.
Preseason polls,
it wasn't,
coaches.
Yeah, it had to do with
and then all the riders.
By the way, I'm getting married. I'm sorry, dear. No, I can't. But maybe I'll call you afterwards. Anyway, go to work, Chess. I think the whole preseason polls is kind of a good thing because guess what? The Big 12, I was like, oh, no, I like the polls. But they don't want to create a narrative that kind of overshadows the season as a whole, which kind of makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Because, thank you, Big 12 Media Days. And we are going to have to see it to believe it. But Texas Tech brought in so much talent and spent so much money that it's going to be a complete different roster. They don't even look the same. They don't have.
No, it's a completely different team.
It's a whole different.
I mean, when's the last time you've seen that many 4- and 5-star recruits going to Texas Tech?
Never. It's never happened.
Exactly. The Red Raiders. I mean, they've had a history of having a pretty decent team, but nothing like this.
But back to Los Cabos because I'm starving.
Yes, we are hungry.
They have lunch specials, $7 to $11. Think about that. From 10 o'clock to 3 o'clock, you can go over there and get a lunch special, $7 to $11. Now, the full menu's there. You can get anything you want, but them lunch specials are fire. And I don't need a full dinner portion. Plus, it already is pretty much a dinner portion, to be honest with you. But, you know what I'm saying? And let me just tell you something. They have 550 shots of premium tequila. That's right. You know why? Because it's a Mexican restaurant. Tequila, tacos.
Tequila.
Give me some nachos, bro. Flour tortillas, corn, street tacos. I'm all over it. Los Cabos, Summer and Graham. I'm starving. Plus the happiest hours, 3 o'clock to 8 o'clock. That's when the drink specials happen. The bar's got TVs with sports on at all times. The service is special, the people are nice, and the food is delicious. That's Los Cabos. I like to go to the one at Summer and Graham. Hardwood on the other side, Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Start your day with Sports 56 Mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10, right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Lucky Larry's Landscaping, Larry! Larry saved his business money with a quick commercial auto quote from Progressive. Does it help he's his own marketing manager, accountant, executive assistant, and never been late? Technically, yes, but saving really put him over the edge. So, Larry, give Larry a round of applause. Be your own Larry. See if you could save in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
When life crashes into you, literally, NST Law doesn't just show up with a briefcase. They show up with heart. They sit with families after devastating wrecks, look them in the eye, and say, we've got you. No scripts, no legal jargon, just real people fighting for real justice. If someone turned your life upside down, NST helps you stand back up. They've been doing this for over 35 years and have won billions for their clients. NST is the way to go. Call 683-7000 or go to nstlaw.com.
Whether it's day or night, hot flashes due to menopause can be unpredictable. That's why there's Veoza, a prescription treatment proven to reduce the number and severity of hot flashes day and night that can start working in as early as 1 week. Based on clinical studies measuring efficacy at 4 and 12 weeks, individual results may vary. Talk to your healthcare provider about what this may mean for you. For moderate to severe vasomotor symptoms or hot flashes and night sweats due to menopause, Veoza can cause serious side effects, including liver problems. Your doctor will do blood tests before and during treatment. Stop Veoza and call your doctor if you have symptoms of liver problems, such as feeling more tired than usual, decreased appetite, nausea, vomiting, itching, yellowing of the eyes or skin, pale stool, dark urine, or stomach pain. Don't use Veoza if you have cirrhosis, severe kidney problems, kidney failure, or take CYP1A2 inhibitors. Ask your doctor about Veoza. To learn more, call 1-866-239-1637 or go to Veoza.com. That's VEOZAH.com.
It's time for SEC Media Days. Join Brent Wordsworthy as he broadcasts live from the College Football Hall of Fame in Atlanta, Monday through Thursday, previewing the upcoming SEC football season and bringing you interviews with players, coaches, and SEC leaders. Tune in to Sports Time with Stats and Brian Dacus from 3 to 6, and also hear from Stats throughout the day for SEC Media Days coverage, brought to you by First National Bank and Trust, Jason's Deli, Gould Salon and Spa, Jim's Place Grill, and East Memphis Ace Hardware.
Ole Miss Rebel Yell is back. The Rebel Yell Hotline Radio Show is back on WHBQ Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Every Monday night at 6, hear the latest news on your Ole Miss Rebels with Yancey Porter with 24/7 Sports, former Ole Miss defensive tackle Mike Fitzsimmons, Gordon Ford covering SEC Sports Call, and former Ole Miss baseball announcer Gary Darby. From kickoff to free throw to extra innings, your Ole Miss Sports on the Rebel Yell Hotline Show right here Monday night at 6 on Sports 56, 560 AM and 98.5 FM. Your Mid-South Sports Station.
You know, sometimes I wish I had a gun.
Well, I'm armed, but before I bought one, I still went to Top Gun Academy to learn to protect myself without a gun.
How is that possible?
Top Gun's personal protection training. It's perfect if you want to protect yourself without firearms.
I don't know.
And it's perfect if you feel the need to carry a gun for self-defense, because the last thing you really want to do is shoot.
That is scary.
Not at Top Gun. It's very comfortable, and you learn to load, handle, and shoot a handgun safely. Protect yourself. Go to Top Gun Academy. They're at 2770 Witten Road.
But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not point the finger saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It is a 48-hour Friday, as your Thirsty Thursday is always brought to you by the best. That's Tito's Handmade Vodka. It's just ridiculous. It's the number one spirit in the world. It's USA vodka. It's made from corn down in Texas, baby. Gluten-free. Yep, that's right. Get out that gluten. I don't want to drink and get that gluten.
Get that gluten out of here.
But I do want to drink the best, and it's 6 times distilled before they do the real deal Holyfield, where they still it in classic copper pot, small batch style. Very old school, very unique method. That's why it's just straight up pimp. There's no frills, there's no flavors, there's no fancy labels. It's just the juice. It's just the good stuff. It's Tito's Handmade Vodka. I need a Tito's. It is Thursday, by the way.
Sure is. Happy Thursday.
I haven't had a drink since Sunday.
I don't think that's a good thing.
No, I think it is a good thing because I was sick. But I feel like I'm coming out of it. Have I come out of it? I mean, I still don't feel like a million.
Well, yesterday you sounded good.
Better.
You sound better today.
I sucked a bunch of them damn Ricola. They don't really taste that good, but they're effective. They all taste terrible, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, why does the cough drop have to taste absolutely freaking terrible?
Do you not get the flavored
They might
ones?
do it on purpose so you just don't suck cough drops all the time.
Probably.
Like, let's make it taste like you really gonna have to need this thing if you want to suck on it.
The
cough drop, that
new
is.
tagline?
That's a new tagline for Ricola. Ricola! Very effective, but tastes like ass. I like that commercial.
I don't know if that would sell as much.
I don't know about you. I'd respect the game. I buy them anyway. You know what? That commercial works. It's like the yodel person for some reason. Maybe it's the Heidi effect.
Heidi Klum?
Nah, but she good. She's probably on Tom Brady's hit list, too.
Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised.
Not shocked at anything this man does anymore.
Mm-mm.
Tom Brady.
What a guy.
Dude, I found out that Sophia woman is a lot older than I thought.
I think she's like 52.
Bro.
And still looks great.
Good God. Like, what in the hell is she doing?
I don't know, but we need to get on that. I bet she goes to some kind of aesthetics place.
I bet she does. 901 Aesthetics. You know, all the women know about it because it's the #1 med spa in the entire city, period, in the discussion. But also, dudes, they got you covered. They can do the testosterone. They can do the pellets where you don't have to go there every, couple weeks. Man, 6 months.
It's a long time. Half a year.
Bam. How you like me now? Like,
Great
you're
song.
going to be, 6 months strong. Like, you what? How old are you?
24.
Like, you're a 24-year-old kid again. Sophia, how old are you? But, yeah, man, if you want a Sophia and you want to look like Tom Brady, you better not leave out 901 Aesthetics. Oh, and I got a dope beard, but I hate shaving my neck every day.
Lasered it.
So I lasered that joint. Look at that. Yeah, if you're checking me out on Facebook, my neck clean.
I think it's Twitter and YouTube.
Twitter, YouTube, whatever. Whenever you're checking me out. Maybe on your TV, your phone. If you want, don't do me respect on the phone. You might want to check that on the TV, the big screen. No, I'm just kidding.
42-inch.
For real. 901aesthetics.com. Stay lively, stay beautiful, and go get you a Sophia. Sophia, how old is she? I need to know.
I'm pretty sure
I know she's Colombian, bro, and they just make them different. I will tell you, though, she also played, I think, in a movie. Didn't she play, the woman that was, the biggest drug dealer in the world? I think she did.
I think she did, too, but she is 53.
Damn, girl. Yeah, they
Congratulations, Sophia.
build them different. I wondered, is she a mom? And wasn't she married to some dude who was
She was married to that
that
Jack
reality
dude,
star? Oh, he went a reality star.
He was in my favorite show, How I Met Your Mother.
Which one's that?
It's the one with. It's
Your favorite show's How I Met Your Mother. That is the sweetest damn thing in the world I've ever. You just make me smile sometimes. You're so wholesome. I just feel like I'm better. Thank you, Landon. I needed that.
You're welcome.
I'm going to be a better human being because of knowing you. Dude, what is How I Met Your Mother? This sounds like when my grandmother would watch Little House on the Prairie with Michael Landon and stuff. And I would sit there and watch it.
It's not that.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's you know the show Friends?
Yeah, the one with Jennifer Aniston where she had all the women in the country with that stupid ass haircut. That was just some girls don't have that face, bro. Don't do that.
That's true. It's very close to that, but the main setting is a bar called McLaren's.
Oh, so this sounds kind of funny then. It's a comedy?
It's hilarious to me.
Okay, well, see, man, you had me thinking you were the most wholesome little thing, watching something on the Hallmark Channel with your mom.
No.
How I Met Your Mother. Dude, you had me thinking of some sweet stuff about you. I was like, man, my kids are great, but you, buddy. I don't even know where I was.
Joe
I'm on the radio,
Joe Manganiello. Joe Manganiello.
And he is
he was who Sofia Vergara was married to.
But what was he famous for? Just getting her, or was he in any movies?
He was in Magic Mike.
Oh, so he's like a Jack dude. He was like Mark Wahlberg's backup dancer or something?
Yes, I think so.
I'm telling you, man, honest to
True
God,
Blood.
Chippendale's going out of business. I probably wouldn't be on the radio. I'd make bank out there.
He was in Spider-Man? Oh, yeah, he was Flash Thomas.
Oh, I've never seen Spider-Man.
He's the bully or whatever.
I've seen the cartoon.
There's a lot of good Spider-Man cartoons out there.
But that's it. All right, now I got it to Hardwood because it feels so good. We got a few stories. I got sidetracked. How did I get so sidetracked?
That just happens. Hey, it's a Thursday. 48-hour Friday, right?
Oh, it's because I was going to also say I made a mistake, but then we started talking about Tom Brady somehow. Because it's
This is Access Hardwood.
Well,
it just felt right to do that.
Yeah, thank you for keeping me on track. Damn, Jessica Simpson. My phone knows me, bro. Just said she's 45 today. See, they listen to you. Like, how's that just going to pop up?
I have no idea. That's
By
your
the way,
following.
is she still good looking? She was hot in the Daisy Duke when she was Daisy Dukes of Hazzard, maybe. Woo-wee. But then
She looks psychotic right now.
she's not like on that Britney, is she? You know Britney Spears?
She has I know Britney Spears. She has crazy eyes.
Well, bro, I think she had those the whole time.
Also looks like a lot of Botox. Not very good.
Not doing well? Well, 43. Strike you from the Tom Brady checklist with future possibilities. You know how I said the Big 12, they're not going to do a preseason poll? And I said it makes sense because we can't have these preconceived notions about football anymore with roster transfer, so much change, year in, year out, the crazy flux. And then I realized, no, we have a poll. It's just old people don't know it as well, but all the young people do, and it's that NCAA college football game. Damn, she looks terrible, bro. She got that I promise you crazy look. See, there's the hot to crazy meter.
Hot crazy
When
scale
she
is
was
in
Daisy,
How I Met Your Mother.
Bro, in Daisy Dukes, in that movie when she was playing damn, bro. Daisy Duke. Daisy Dukes. I was thinking about the shorts and her in them, but Daisy Duke is why we call those Daisy Duke, because she was fine as hell back in the day in the original gangster.
Yes.
Was she the first OG derriere in America? Like, is she the original rump shaker? Look her up. I don't know her name. I should know.
The original rump shaker?
You know, Daisy Duke was known, bro, you don't realize TV didn't show, this was when it was still, black and white. And they went off at midnight. Dukes of
Catherine
Hazzard.
Bach?
Is that her name? I
That
don't know.
was the first one. The other one it's showing is April Scott.
There's two of them?
Along with Jessica Simpson.
Damn, three of them?
I guess so.
Well, the very first one, who was she? Because she's
Catherine Bach.
She's the original rump shaker.
Yeah, it's Catherine.
When was this playing? From 80 or something? If it's in the early 80s, bro, she might be damn. Yeah, she's better looking than Jessica Simpson. I mean, back then.
1980.
I don't know where she is now. She might not even
Jessica
be with
Simpson did in 2005, April Scott in 2007.
Oh, so there was another playoff.
I guess so, yeah.
So there's only one OG Daisy Duke.
And that's Catherine Bach.
Thank you, Catherine, for bringing in Daisy Dukes. Sundresses and Daisy Dukes make summer more exciting. Why was I bringing this up?
Honestly, you got me there. I think we were talking about Jessica Simpson.
Oh, yeah, because it popped up on my phone because my phone be listening to me.
Yes.
Well, this is terrible news. Are you ready for the terrible?
I guess so.
All right. So, a straight 5 has posted this. She required her, basically, list of requirements to slide into her DMs.
Oh, that's right.
And it says literally straight up on this. Before you jump in my inbox, my rent is $27.71. I got 2 boys underage that need new J's and school clothes. My light bill is $278. I need a new car with insurance. My hair $100. My nails $75. That is cheap as hell. Rent ridiculous. But hair and nails are $170 a month, $75 a month. That's a freaking steal. She also wants a personal allowance of only $600 a month. This feels very fair right now to me. Groceries, $1,000. Bro, if this is basically an arranged situation, I don't feel this is bad. If you are a $27.71, another $300 for the light bill, so you had 3 G's. Only $1.74. We have 40. Man, we have 43. We stand under 5 G's. and no ish. For some men, that is a bargain. You know, if you're a workaholic,
bargain hunt.
You bargain hunt. But the problem is, this girl outkicked her coverage because I pulled her up, and after I saw the her demands, and I thought to myself, I know a couple guys who are like kind of nerdy on the computer, made a hell of a lot of money because they're smarter than me and got into computers. Like when I went to school, do you realize that I went to school? We had one computer lab, 4 computers, and it was on this card, and we were on one system called a digital operating system. Like,
we had computer carts.
Where you punch them in?
No. Like literally, somebody would wheel in a cart of computers.
Oh, I know, man. When you went to school, y'all had laptops and all
stuff.
that stuff. Yeah. I didn't get my first cell phone until I was 21. I was like fighting the machine.
I got my first flip phone in high school.
You got a flip phone?
Oh, yeah. I rocked it, too.
Like
it was
flip
good.
phones were still out. Like, flip phones were rocking in the end of the 90s.
When I got my flip phone, iPhones were doing real well.
Oh, okay. So that's what you got, so you couldn't look up porn when you were a child. That's because a flip phone only calls and answers, doesn't it?
It had, I could text.
You could, yeah, you could text.
But it was the,
but, dude, that is
each
actually,
number
see,
was
your
3
parents
letters.
are smart.
Oh, absolutely.
Because, man, you get one of them iPhones, bro, you can go anywhere the little mind wants to go.
It had 3 games on there. It had like a Donkey Kong game. It was awesome. I didn't know how to turn off the volume, so I did it in classes where I could do that.
But there ain't no way she's a 5. So, man, I got to say, like, you really, really, really outkicking your coverage, dear. Anybody that actually responds to this would have to be probably, like, retired in their late 80s. This is not she is not a Bill Belichickian kind of conqueress. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, what's that little girl's name that's got a hold of Bill Belichick right now?
Logan?
No, man. No. She's Jordan Hudson.
Oh, that's right, Jordan.
Ah, look at that. It's on the tip of my tongue. Like, that little girl got the hooks in him. Now, she was a cheerleader. I think she was a pro. She is attractive. She's very controlling. But for, like, I'm sure what it is, probably, like, she can demand a lot. And she's getting a lot. You know what I mean?
What do you think their small talk is like?
They don't have small talk, bro.
That doesn't sound like a very fun relationship.
Do you think Bill really wants to have small talk? Bill wants you to cook his damn breakfast.
Football.
He wants to get to work. He wants to be able to go and release at a specific time, probably, and then come back, have his dinner, watch his TV shows. She comes back, puts him to bed. He sleeps. She goes out, does her thing. That's probably how it rolls.
So
but she got her hooked in that, man.
Yeah, she does.
North Carolina got a chance because Bill Belichick's got Jordan Hudson. I mean, good for Bill, bro, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
like at that age.
Pulling that, good job.
Well, I'm just saying, like let's call it what it is. It's kind of like the sliding into the DM thing. But she didn't outkick her coverage because she went older, rich dude, very businessman-like, learned from Robert Kraft. She had to know, okay, Bill and Robert Kraft are close. Robert Kraft loves paid relationships. We all remember the Orchid Day Spa.
Mm-hmm.
We remember his girlfriends. We also remember how he sets them up even after they get pregnant by the backup quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. That's reckless speculation, but I still believe to be true.
Jimmy G.
That's why he got shipped out, porn star Jimmy. But anyway, that's like, she saw the opportunity. She sees the situation, calculated, cold, whatever you want to call her. It's worked. We'll see how North Carolina is, though. But this woman is a solid 5. And what I mean is 5 is I feel like I'm giving her at least a curve, like a grade.
Grading on a curve because of what she's put out there. Like her demands.
I'm putting out, I think what I'm putting out the curve is to the age. Like, she becomes a 5 at 50. Like, if you're a richer, younger, more normal-looking dude, you ain't going here. You know what I'm saying? You got to be like, for her to begin to look close to a 5, you've had to your peak is gone, Holmes. Damn, bro, I just talked bad about myself. Now, J.J. McCarthy looking fat, by the way.
Really? That's not good.
It's all right, dude. It's off season, man. Eat a little bit. We just coming off the 4th of July.
That's how Deebo Samuel looks right now, too.
Yeah, he'll be all right. But JJ, he's about to have his firstborn. Congratulations, homie.
Shout out, JJ.
Now, that's a guy who's got his future all ahead of him, man. Getting ready to be the starting quarterback for the Vikings. Got a fine fiance. About to have his first child. Congratulations, JJ. And then there's Ben McLemore, and this is ridiculous. Like, I saw this. I was like, what? Moore will be sentenced to 8 years in prison.
For why?
For rape and alleged assault.
Oh, jeez. Only 8 years?
Dude. Like, you didn't have to do nothing ever again. Like, damn. Nothing. Damn. That's just crazy.
Is this the basketball Macklemore?
Yeah, bro. Stems from an assault charge on October 3rd, 2021 at a party in Oregon.
Dang.
When he was a Portland Trailblazer. And now he disappearing. Like, dude. I don't know, man.
Come on now.
Come on, bro. Like, I told you. Never mind. I'm not even going to go here. That's just ridiculous. And then have you heard about Gronk 3 dying? Or killing himself or something?
Gronk 3?
All right, bro. Like, I'm not the freaking young one. You better know about this one or I'm going to be annoyed as hell. Gronk 3, like the thing on the X. Like, you can ask the AI question.
Grok.
Oh, Gronk. Oh, it's not the tight end.
Yeah, that's why I was
like. It's called
Grok.
Man, I don't look at Grok. Oh, yeah, I guess it is. What is it? Grok?
Yeah. But
it's not
easy
Gronk. Now,
introducing Grok 4.
Now, but I heard, is this real? Did Grok 3 like freak out and try to save his life?
It's an AI thing. I don't.
Or is this like an Elon Musk? I'm messing with your head because being as old as I am, it's getting hard to figure this whole thing out. Like it's saying Grok 3 like tried to break Grok 3. And I think it had a meltdown, started saying all kinds of hate and stuff.
It's saying it recently faced significant controversy due to the generation of inappropriate content, including anti-Semitic remarks and praise for Hitler.
Damn, bro.
Oh, what is Grok doing?
I don't know, man. In its final hours, man, it had a meltdown, bro. Like one of the basketball wives.
Well, now Grok 4 is apparently being called the most intelligent AI in the world.
And why is it so damn intelligent?
Because Elon Musk said it was.
Is AI gonna screw us up, bro? Or is it gonna like make everything
I don't know.
better?
I feel like a lot of people rely on it right now for answers and all that
well,
kind
now
of stuff.
kids can't go to college without it. And by the way, the thing that's so messed up in this world, when I was 16 years old and the day I got my driver's license, I could get to anywhere in the damn world. Like, I'm not joking. Like, I knew every back road somehow at 16 and 20 days. I could get anywhere. I've been driving Memphis my whole damn life now. And now I'm like, hold up. Where the hell am I at? And I need that GPS thing because it's made me stupid.
Yep.
And you don't think anymore.
That's true.
I miss actually having a brain. Like when I was 18, like graduated high school, I'm going to Europe for hey, 6 weeks. I'll be back. Cool. It's not we had cell phones. Hop on a plane. We had that hub to Amsterdam. Cheap flight. It was beautiful. Got 3 trips out of that one because you go up to you'd be the first one. You're like, yo, man, if this thing's full, I'll jump for a free ticket. And they'll fly you on the next one and give you an extra ticket. Anyway. Like, I go to Europe. I'd never been to Europe. Guess what?
I've never been.
Got around, bro. Went down to California when I was probably like 19. Went down to Rosenberg, Mexico. Now I screwed up a bunch of stuff when I was down in Mexico because I was stupid and young. But like you could get anywhere. You didn't need a damn phone and GPS. And now I can't even get to the grocery store without it. Like what the hell happened?
I can get to the grocery store just fine.
I mean, I can get to the grocery store, but you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
We're all dumb. Just tell me what to do, AI.
I guess that's where we're at.
But they still suck at gambling just like me today. Mets got one damn run. Pathetic. It's 1-0.
1-0.
You got something to bet on? Because right now I'm stinking. I'm so damn cold. Last three, I've gone 1-4 in my last 4 plays, obviously. So that's not good. And then one of them was like a triple. And it did not hit. It was not the one that would have kept me afloat.
Let's see. There's not really a whole lot going on outside of baseball.
Well, I kind of like the over in the Nationals and the Cardinals game.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like Miles Michaelis could get hit by anybody. But the Cardinals ain't been hitting for nothing.
No, they have not been doing very well. They had that long win streak.
Terrible this year. Mike Soroka and Miles.
What was your bet on the Mets game?
Over, bro. And it's 1 on top of the 8th. I need an explosion. This ain't happening.
That's not.
You know what? If you lost all your money because I'm an idiot, I'm sorry. But I can help you out. You can sell your house, any any area, as is. It's as simple as that, man. All you have to do is call 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill at I Buy Houses. Bing, bang, boom, I just sold your house. If your house is going to go in foreclosure, don't. Dude, 901-406-1101. You better jot this thing down. 901-406-1101. Bill at I Buy Houses. Any house, any area, as is. It's as simple as that. Guaranteed to close in 5 days. Don't play no games. You know what I mean?
I hear that.
If you ready to just like deal, this ain't no joke. 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill at I Buy Houses. Dude, I'm scared to bet.
You still hungry, though?
Yeah, let's go to Los Cabos.
I'm in.
You in?
I'm in.
I'm going. Lunch specials till you still can get over there. They got lunch specials till 3 o'clock. Then happy hour from 3 to 8. All day long, all day strong. $5.50 premium shots of tequila. You know they got margarita specials going on from 3 to 8. The food is great. I'm fired up, and it doesn't break your bank, man. Los Cabos, summer is grand. That's my time, people. Get out there, make the world a better place. We're going to see you on the flip side. Peace.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, you know to check you have your phone first, before the cab pulls away.
Hey, thanks, man. No, wait, my phone! Come back! It's got my boarding pass, credit cards, phone numbers, my life! Come back!
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Rick's Powder Coating for a beautiful finish every time. Rick's Powder Coating specializes in automotive, ornamental, residential, and industrial coating. With 2 conveyor lines and the largest batch ovens in the Mid-South, Rick's can accommodate all of your powder coating needs. Locally owned and operated since 2002, Rick's Powder Coating will customize a beautiful finish just for you. Drop by or call to see how Rick's Powder Coating can bring color to your life. 901-367-2771 or rickspowdercoating.com.
Newsflash!